guys, Emelia here. Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while. So from the title of this video, let's get into it. Let's start off with the first question. Do I like being a realtor? The short answer to that is yes, and the long answer to that is no. I don't want to give you guys like a pros and cons list. I just want to have like a conversation. So let's talk about the good parts of being a realtor. I get to make my own hours. I work when I want to, which in theory is the goal. It's not. I don't work when I want to. I work when paperwork is due and clients want to talk and things like that. But in theory, it sounds nice. So I get to work from wherever I want. I have a home office. I have about 2 offices outside of my house. I have one that's 15 minutes away from here, and I have one that is about 30 minutes away from my house, and that one is actually closer to my rehab property, so it's easier to use that office. I literally haven't been to that office that's 15 minutes away from here to work in forever. When I'm on vacation, that's like the easiest thing. I don't like to pull out my laptop, but it's one of the easiest things to like pull out my laptop and get to working. So I like that aspect of it. The money is great when the business is here, or you get the business. The money is absolutely amazing. You go through a transaction, and yes, the transaction does take like 30 to 45 days and a lot of stress, a lot of paperwork, but once you get to the end, let's say, I close a lot of, around the $200,000 mark or $250,000 mark. That's a nice commission that you're taking home. So the money is great. What else? While I'm thinking on that, let's talk about the cons. The reason for the second part of the title. There's a lot of things that I don't like about being a realtor. One of the biggest things, I guess you can say, is a pro and a con. You're constantly working with different people, which means different personalities, which means different baggage, which means different. Somebody who has a background in psychology, I pride myself on saying that I have like multiple personalities. I feel like if I meet a person with type A personality, I'm able to conform myself and fit their personality. Or type B personality, I can become a type B personality in a snap. And it's easy for me to do that, and I'm able to do that, but sometimes I just get so overwhelmed by people's personalities. They're either overbearing or they're too nonchalant, and you're not getting answers, or they're on your tail like, what's going on. I can't. Okay, let's say like you work in a corporate office. Jan talks too much. So when you see her in the break room, you're gonna go get yourself a cup of coffee and she's there. You turn around and go back to your desk until you see her leave. You don't know that about, constantly working with different realtors on different transactions. You don't know, and you have to talk to them. You can't stay away from Jan because you need to talk to Jan to close a transaction. As someone with a background in psychology, I know this shouldn't be a problem for me, but I just feel like I'm dealing with so many different sides. I'm dealing with the lender, I'm dealing with either the seller or the buyer, I'm dealing with this person. Now I'm not going to deal with you too. I just think I don't like that aspect of it. The entrepreneurial side, and it sounds weird, the type of entrepreneur I am is the stable kind. I like stability. I'm not a salesperson. And as a real estate agent, I'm not really a salesperson. I know you're thinking, aren't you supposed to sell as a real estate agent? Yes, I'm supposed to sell water to a shark if that's what it needs to be. But you will learn quickly that you can't force anybody to buy a house. And if you do, that's when things get messy. So we're sales agents in the sense that when we walk you into a home and we're trying to show you a house that we're listing, we want to wow you. We want to know the house inside and out. We want to point out all the great things to you. We want to present the home in the way that looks homey and you want to live there. But we're not supposed to be like, buy it. We're not sales agents like that. Like somebody who is in Walmart trying to sell you some kind of subscription. That's not who we are. I don't like the fact that I have to go out and get business. And I know that's literally the entire description of the job. I know. What are you saying? But just hear me out. I don't like the fact that, and I have a real issue with anxiety and things like that. So I don't like the fact that when a transaction is over or I'm in the middle of a transaction, I have to be thinking about my next move. I have to be thinking about new ways to market, to get new clients, because it is a referral business and a lot of business comes from referrals. But in this type of market, especially here in Columbus, it's anybody's game, to be honest. The market is just so hot. There's so many inventory is low, but there's so many buyers out there looking to buy. So it's about marketing yourself. And I honestly, like I've talked about in my videos, I feel I'm a huge online marketing person. I believe in online. I feel like that's a millennial in me. I think online works. I don't like paper. And I have a client who I worked with on a different project that has nothing to do with real estate, but he was a paper advertiser. He was like, let's go into this business and see if we can put up this poster. Let's go stand at Kroger or Walmart and pass out these flyers. And I'm like, snooze, bore. When I go to a store and something is stuck in my window, I literally just like crumple it up, put it in the trash. Like, I don't believe in paper, I don't believe in flyers, but I have seen them work. And I am starting to get into a lot of paper marketing. I just don't like it. I just don't like the fact that I have to go out and get business. I'm trying to get into a new type of business, which brings me to my second part of the video. I'm quitting real estate. Just kidding. Not yet, anyway. I'm 5 years in deep. I am so burnt out, especially this summer has just completely broke me. I have been broken. I don't see the novelty anymore. It's just become a job. And I've never been that type of person or one of those people that, okay, I don't like it anymore, move it on to the next. I'm not that type of millennial. I like to stick things out because high risk, high reward, consistency equals success. That's who I am. But at this point, I'm like, I'm working harder than I'm bringing in. This summer, I have been involved in 6 transactions that didn't go through. And that's draining. 6 in the span of 3 months, that's exhausting. I'm tired. There's a lot that goes into a transaction. So to go through 6 that don't go through is defeating. And I'm not saying that every transaction goes through. I'm sure, you know, like I said, I'm 5 years in. I'm sure if I go 30 years in, I will be disappointed even worse than this. It's about the passion to stick it out, to know that there's a reward, and about the will to do it because it is your job that you're passionate about. I just don't know anymore. I always knew that I wouldn't be doing real estate forever, and if I was enrolled in school, I'm still enrolled in school the entire time I've been an agent. So if real estate was my end game, I would have, not been in school. I would have put 100% energy into it. I always knew that it wasn't the end game. I'm not quitting quite yet. I'm trying to get into a new business venture. I'm still going to be an entrepreneur. I don't know if I'm going to be doing real estate yet. Still. So stay tuned, guys. And this is not to be discouraging. This is to be realistic on what goes on. It's just a lot. So if you don't have, a lot of people have part-time jobs to sustain their life and then do real estate as well. So if you don't have that and you're reliant on real estate 100%, you don't have school like I do, I think, you know that this is your job. You have to get it to be able to eat, so you're gonna do it. But I have so much on my plate that it's just like, is this even worth it? You know, so I'm not quitting yet. I'm not quitting anytime soon. I just want to give you guys my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is not to discourage anybody. I'm just being honest. I like to provide you guys with the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions for me, I would like to do a follow-up video to this, so leave those questions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.